Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokwenza ama reviews or ama recaps. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhuluma ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. Listen you guys, trial ye case yokubulawa kuka Senzo Meyiwa has come back to court, so there is a lot to talk about, you guys, but I don't dive too deeply into this case because it can swallow you. Before you know it, you are having sleepless nights about thinking about who killed Senzo Meyiwa when you are not even personally involved in this case. So obviously what was happening this week was the friend of Senzo Meyiwa, Tumelo Madlala, who was actually one of the people that were in the house when the whole incident took place, and so he was testifying. You guys, he is an interesting character, guys. While we are still alive, let's just be looking at these friends that we have. Think about it. If all of the friends were in the position Tumelo Madlala in court and you had been killed, how would they act in court? Because I'm like, Haibo, Senzo Meyiwa, can we just look at how these people had met and how they had become friends? How were these people friends, you know? And at some point, you guys, I was even thinking, has anybody even looked at the possibility of even Tumelo Madlala being the one that maybe, possibly, is there not a chance even in maybe he's got something, you know, as I suspect again, because he's another character, this one. Is it your friend that died or somebody that you didn't even know and didn't even care about? You know, we are confused with Tumelo. But I'm going to talk about the 5 things, guys, that were a revelation when it came to his testimony. Of course, you guys, I say a revelation, but not really, you guys. It's almost like he was avoiding revealing anything new and anything that could really make a big change when it comes to how the case is going, you guys. Sometimes, I don't want to lie, you guys, and I know a lot of you will disagree with me. Sometimes I do have thoughts where I feel like, what if as South Africans we already know, we have already heard the truth of what happened that day, but we are just determined to not believe it? What if that is the case? We just want to hear something else. What they say happened that day is not, we want to hear that it's not what happened, but what if it is? You know, because it is the possibility, you guys, that what they say happened that day, it's exactly as they are saying that it happened, but it's just hard for us to take it and be like, okay, let's accept it, this is what happened. We don't know, you guys. I have no side to take on this story. Personally, I do not know these people. I do not know the family. I do not know the weaknesses. So for me, I am watching just as a viewer. Okay. So he does say, you guys, that of course on that day they were watching soccer for Sloras Kuboga Kelly, and that's the first thing he confirms, which is what Uzandi, when she did the interview, Naye said the same thing, and also Ukeli Kumalo as well. Okay, and also he confirms that there were intruders. Okay, because sometimes the people do suspect that there was never any intruders at the house. It's a made-up story, just like River Steenkamp as well. They were saying that her boyfriend had made up a story because there were intruders, because I guess that's an easy thing to say when you possibly have killed somebody at your house, to say people came in and they killed somebody. So, but he confirms, according to him, there were intruders, you guys. Of course, I was interested to know how many intruders he says there were, because, you guys, Uzandi did say there were 2 intruders, but at some point she was talking as if there was more than 2 intruders. There was a point in the interview, Zandi Kumalo, where I was confused as to how many intruders were there. Okay, so but he says, yeah, now according to what I understood, you guys, that there were 2 intruders, and he says that he can identify one of the intruders, you guys. So I don't know when did he get a chance to actually look at this guy, because there is the story so good. At some point he ran away, went and locked himself in a room, but he does say one of the intruders, he can confirm even 30 years from now, He says even 30 years from now, he will be able to identify, he could be able to identify who that person is. But he does confirm that it wasn't somebody that he knew before. He says that intruder, he was seeing that person for the first time, and he does say it's one of the 5 accused in the murder case, Senzo Meyiwa. So the people that are accused there, he can identify one of them as as one of the intruders, you guys. I personally, you guys, I am still trying to understand why there are 2 people that were that the people in the house are claiming that there were 2 intruders. However, there are 5 people that have been arrested. I, as a viewer, am still trying to understand that. If you understand that part of the case better than I do, and you understand why they have arrested 5 people, because if 2 people came to the house and then a person was killed, then I would expect that 2 people, unless those people were sent by someone else, maybe there's a 3rd person. But I'm still not understanding why 5 people are arrested when people that were in the house are saying only 2 intruders came to the house, you guys. That part I'm not clear on it, you guys, but I'm still trying to get in a little bit more into this case so I understand. So when I bring you these updates, also I know what's happening, you guys. So he says after the whole thing happened, he did call Senzo Meyiwa's brother, you guys, but there is a misunderstanding as to when exactly he did that. At some point he says he called him when he was still in the house, and then there was a point where he says he called him when they were in the hospital. So akuhlangani kahle hle kuleyo ndawo, you guys. One thing about Tumelo Madlala, guys, I don't know if it's because it's been so long since Senzo Meyiwa passed, or it's because he has spoken about this so many times. I'm sure wherever he goes, because people know his face, they're asking him about this case, that he doesn't seem like he is emotionally invested in the case. He doesn't seem very much emotional about it. It's like, guys, I came here to answer the questions. Here it is, question engayikhumbula, question ngikhumbula oh ngisho kanjalo, ay angisakhumbuli mina ngisho njalo, yes, and then later on no, and then I just feel like he doesn't sound to me like somebody that really cares about what happened to Senzo Meyiwa, considering that he was Senzo Meyiwa's friend, you guys. But here is the thing that for me I am seeing, unless of course the possibility is after the whole incident happened, everybody that was in the house came together and they came up with this story that this is what we're gonna say happened, which is totally possible, you guys, that they did that. But I would think ukuthi if let's say Kelly Khumalo and her family wanted to tell a lie, and Ulongwe wanted to tell a lie, I would think that Tumelo, as a friend Senzo Meyiwa, wouldn't allow them to tell that lie, especially about how his friend passed. So for me, it raises my eyebrow ukuthi he is actually telling the same story that they are telling, you guys, unless of course it's what people say, that they came together and say let's come up with this story. But I just do not know what Tumelo would benefit from that, because if your friend has passed, you would want to tell the truth as to what happened. So if he has come together with the family Khumalo and said let's tell the story instead of this one, it wouldn't make sense to me. But guys, anything is possible, because we don't even know what came into those people about decide ukuthi nje bazohamba bayolokhuza bayofuna ama cell phone bayomaga abantu endlini yaka Kelly Khumalo and all of that. We don't know, guys, what happened. But for me, it is, me personally, it is interesting that Tumelo is telling a similar story that Uzandi Khumalo also told when she did that interview. They were intruders, they came in, they wanted ama cell phones up and all of that, and then Senzo Meyiwa started fighting one of the guys and the gun went off, guys. And that's what's similar between their stories. But I think obviously there are a lot of other things that are inconsistent in the testimony. Anyways, Tumelo Madlala, honestly, you guys, I'm glad it's over, because honestly, I don't feel like he was giving anything valuable into the case. I don't feel like he was revealing anything new that was going to move the case forward. Ubezidelelela nje lapha kwi-stand, and he couldn't wait for it to be over. So did we really need to go through everything with him? I don't think so, but again, it's part of the trial. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about how this case is going. I don't know, guys, if we ever really going to know what happened. Only the people that were there really know, because even when they come out and say this is what happened, we don't believe them. So I don't know, you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.